have just launched our Trimaran for the first time since we bought her 4.5 years ago. It was emotional and a relief, and in the end the never-ending project somehow got to an end anyhow, even though it many times felt like the end was close but not close enough. And we have to say we're pretty proud of the transformation we have done with the boat. Or what do you think?
What's already gone, already destroyed in the past. Have I lost sense of time? No rhyme and no rhythm, no way to go home, no way to bear with ya.
In the last episode, we left Chiapas after our 5 years refit there.
We are getting closer. We have about 2 miles left and we're doing about 5 miles. The wind has dropped off a little bit right now, but we're soon there. And then just drop the anchor and make sure it holds us and enjoy. Finally at anchor. We got here maybe we were expecting to be a little bit late in here to the anchorage, although we had good sailing in the end. We tried 2 different anchorages here in Huatulco, but that was so that was not our kind of anchorage. It was just super traffic with all those small lanchas and tourists, and there was sort of no space at all for us. So yeah, just a lot of moorings. No, I'd rather not drop my anchor there. It's just like a big traffic lane, I would say, with small boats. So yeah, it's we're all here without any other boats around us. We played around a little bit with our bridle for the anchor, or the anchor chain on the road. This was the first time we tested it, so we haven't really hooked it up and see how we like it. And yeah, so we're probably gonna do some trial and errors here. So yeah, we woke up the first morning now on anchorage with hot sauce. It was a little bit rolly, not too bad, but so we had a good breakfast right now, some pancakes, and it's New Year's Eve today actually. We don't have any big plans, but I think they want us to come in to check with the harbor master, show some papers maybe, so we're heading in there like in a couple of minutes. I just tested the dinghy, it went good. I haven't tested it with 2 people on board, so we'll see how it goes with 2 people. It was quite an adventure to get here. We didn't find a dinghy dock, but we went in over there. Probably wasn't allowed to go in there because one of the guys from the port captain office opened the window and shouted at us. So there was a lot of dinghies there, or not dinghies, but lanchas and pangas. I don't know why, but anyhow, the dinghy is safe here now on the beach, and yeah, it was nice coming in. It's clear water here, and you know, beaching the dinghy. It feels a little bit like freedom. So how do you feel like, babe?
We're on land. That's nice. Yeah, it's not moving. It's weird, a little bit weird. More stable. I don't have to tension my muscles all the time.
Let's go and visit the port captain, see what he says. Maybe he's angry now when we try to use his lancha canal. It was a small little cute village. Most of the things were around tourism in there, so it's a lot of hotels, restaurants and bars, and of course there was nice beaches as well, and it was very clean everywhere. But maybe not our really kind of place we really like to check out when we were in cruising around with the boat. Sometimes it can be nice, but maybe it's not really what we were looking for. Yeah, I think we've been in Huatulco now for 3 days, and we've been relaxing, taking it easy. We haven't exploring so much here, so that's a pity, but that's how it is sometimes. We've done some boat work as well, the water maker, and got that running yesterday, but that was like a almost full day of work. But today it's time to keep on sailing. Won't be a lot of good winds, it seems like, but Hopefully we can sail some, and we fill up a little bit with more diesel. I just hate using the engine, but anyhow, we're probably gonna need to use it to go a little bit more north. So we're heading for Acapulco. It's our next destination.
Acapulco.
Okay, let's say goodbye to Huatulco. Well, Hot Sauce never disappoints. We have some really good sailing at the moment, doing about 8.5 knots. We left Huatulco earlier today, so we're planning to go directly to Acapulco, but we changed our mind and we'll do a stop in Puerto Angel, and we have about 10 miles left. Yeah, that was a night in Puerto Angel. So today we're continuing, we're just about to leave now. Just had our morning coffee, done all the dishes, and yeah, so we're ready to leave again. See if we get to Acapulco this time. Yeah, so we just left Puerto Angel. You like the trip so far?
Great. What trip? This little sail trip. Yeah, it's been good winds. I think we used the engine for an hour, and then we shut it down, put the main engine out. It was maybe a little bit too little wind. It would have been perfect for a Jennaker, I think, but I wasn't really set for it. You prepared it, but then the wind picked up a little bit, and we had a little bit more from the beam, so I said, nah, we can wait with it for another day. But you have set all the lines for the Jennaker, so that's good.
Are you looking forward to me getting to Acapulco?
Go shopping! You get some good groceries. I think we're running out of fresh stuff. At least veggies.
You always have to play around with something when you're on board, otherwise you get bored, I guess. And I mean, the boat it's not far from finished or so. It will always be some kind of projects on board, of course. So what I'm trying to, yeah. So I don't have a rod kick at the moment on the boat. So and to pull the boom down, I put a tackle here and played with it a little bit, and it seemed to work. So yeah, that was at least one fun thing we did today. And then of course like Karen said, I hooked up all the spinnaker lines, and but we didn't test it today. The wind started to shift as well when I was about to finish, so at least I took the spinnaker out of the bag, and I looked at it, and yeah, it looks good. So hopefully maybe tomorrow or when we're in Acapulco.
I better get some sleep.
Oh yeah.
But it's hard to be tired when it's just 7 in the night. It's not really nice for me.
No, it's usually when you're coming home from work in Sweden, or when the dinner is ready, maybe. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the sun has just gone up. It was a alright night watch. Wind came and went, and right now it's not a lot of wind, but at least we're doing something.
One very cool thing we have seen since we left Chiapas is all the migrating turtles. They are everywhere, and they're just floating along with the current. Some doesn't even bother to lift a fin when they're getting close to us. Turtles are very famous for traveling very long distances. 10,000 miles is not very uncommon.
Wait for me tonight. morning you wake me. It's way too early, but I don't care. You're not faking, your hair so curly. Kiss in my face, you're amazing. Just way too often, give me that look. Now I'm dead, put me in a coffin. Yeah, you keep me up at night. La-di-da-di-da-di, watching movies black and white. La-di-da-di-da-di, when I see you overjoyed. I'm your Paris, you're my Helen, yeah, we safe in Troy. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Rosie, sweet Rosie, you carry.
Still motoring, and haven't seen any wind for a while. I mean, even though our boat is very light, we can sail in very light conditions, it's still impossible to sail in like 1 or 2 knots of wind, and the sails will just flap, and yeah, we just want to get somewhere, so of course we are running the... Oh, here's a turtle.
Rosie, sweet Rosie, you carry me through every storm. Rosie, sweet Rosie, oh, won't you wait for me tonight?
Yeah, one thing that I really haven't, that I'm not really 100% good at yet, is the movement on the boat. The boat moves, of course, and it's a little bit different from the catamarans we had before. Here, yeah, you really need to put your feet down at the right time, and it's a little bit more unstable here, I would say. So the balance isn't the best, so it's good to hold on to something all the time.
Finally, the feeling of land. Haven't been on land for 3 days, I think, or 4. Don't really remember now. But let's see what Acapulco has to show us. We've just been to the port captain's office here in Acapulco, so we're checked in here now and gonna go back here when we're leaving. Get our exits out there.
Yeah, so in Mexico you have to check in each port you go to. It's a little bit of a hassle, but I guess you get used to it.
For this time it was pretty close. Hot Sauce is just out there, so yeah, this time we were lucky with the distance. Let's go for lunch. I'm hungry.
I mean, it's not paradise, but it's a big city.
Acapulco had its glory days between the 1940s and the 1970s, with celebrities from all over the world visiting. Today, the status has been lost. Now it's mostly Mexican tourists visiting. Acapulco was a couple of years ago the 6th most deadly city in Mexico. Just by looking at the sport fishing boats, it's pretty old and worn ones, not anything glamorous in particular.
Walking here along the Pacific coastline. It's a nice breeze. See if we're gonna see the famous Acapulco divers today. That's gonna be cool.
Cliff divers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acapulco has in many generations been famous for its cliff divers. The divers who attend here is from the same family who started it many years ago, and that's also the way they try to keep it. get a fun experience doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes a bus ride is enough. We just love this bus driver with the stereo and the subwoofer at max.
That was 2 days, I think, in Acapulco, and it's time to move on, like always. Next is Huatulco. You probably know it from the movie Shawshank Redemption. And I think it's going to be a little bit different than what we have seen here. So, well, let's go. I guess it's about 24 hours trip over there.
A pretty common view in Mexico is hotel, apartments and houses that hasn't been finished and where no work is being done. There doesn't seem to be any law about completion when they start building. We can only speculate why the work has stopped. Maybe it's the financial crisis from 2008, or some drug lord that got busted, or some fraud where somebody ran away with all the money, or the dropping tourism. We haven't spoken much about our cruising plans. The plan for the next couple of months is to get up to Baja California, Ocasio-Cortez as soon as possible.